it's obviously been a tough ask to do it, but you know, I was using Dave as that motivation when I was doing it. I was thinking of him with it being this big day, all the work he'd put in to sort of get the ground up and running. So in the tough times, I was trying to drive through, thinking, you know, I can do this. You know, I'm really pleased with sort of backing. I've had a lot of backing, which is fantastic. So, you know, massive thank you to everyone that has already donated the money, and I'm sure that some are still going to do it. So yeah, we've sort of smashed, I think, 660 now. So, you know, we're over that 500, which is brilliant. So, like I say, I can't thank people enough for that backing they've given me. So that's brilliant.
I think the Flamingo Stadium looks fantastic. I think, you know, the council and everybody who's made it possible should be applauded. I think this whole redevelopment of this particular part of Scarborough looks fantastic. I came and saw the opening of the university campus from Coventry University, and I've seen this whole area develop, and I think it's really, really good.
Trevor, will you just say a few words? It's a great honour to be here today and to be here for the opening of this new wonderful Gildan Stadium. And it's a great day for everybody in Scarborough and everybody in Yorkshire, isn't it? Wish all the best to the Seagulls and thank the Blades for coming in and have a great game ahead of us. Thank you very much indeed.
Great occasion. I mean, I could have picked any match in the country to go and see today, and I picked Scarborough because I've followed the fortunes of your club since the 80s, when you came into prominence in what was originally the Alliance Premier League, and you were one of the best supported clubs in the country in those days in non-league terms, crowds of 3,000 at the old Seymour Road. And then I remember the opening Football League game against Wolves and the great volley by Ray McHale and the 7,500 crowd. And everything is now set up for the future of the club. The fans have been very, very loyal here to keep things going for 10 years in exile and get behind a new club which is really a continuation of the old Scarborough. And I think this sort of 3G setup is a model for non-league clubs in the future. I think you can run an academy here, you can rent the pitch out to youth sides, and you can have all your own youth teams playing here. The facilities are great, there's plenty of cover, there's a nice big stand, and the football was good. The first 60 or 70 minutes, there was nothing between the two teams. And then it became a bit disjointed because there were a lot of substitutions, but in the end, obviously, Sheffield United's players are full-time, and they've got some good young talent, so they kicked on towards the end. But the winners really today were the fans of Scarborough, who kept the club going in exile for 10 years, and they got their reward today. And I always say in football, support your local club. Yeah, they've been incredibly loyal. I mean, they've had to go to Bridlington, and it's not been easy. And some clubs who've gone into exile have never come back. There's a team in Surrey called Epsom and Ewell, and they've been in exile for around about 25 years. And I don't think they'll ever get back to Epsom or Ewell. So Scarborough, all right, 10 years, it is a long time, but the fans stayed loyal. I think your last game at Bridlington, there was over 1,000 there. And absolutely fantastic to see the youngsters here today as well. That's the future of the club. I think you allow kids in free if they're accompanied by an adult. That's a great policy, because in the future they'll become paying customers and they'll bring their own kids along. So absolutely fantastic, and I think the platform here is really, really solid now for a strong future club.